Hello. I love Prison Architect. Paradox has added so many DLCs that you no longer need to build a prison. For a new challenge, I decided it would be fun to start with $0. On that note, this video is sponsored by Paradox. Right now, you too can avoid paying more for the DLC because it's on sale for the Steam Summer Sale with an immense savings discount. Buy using my link below. Hello, welcome to Prison Architect. Today, we'll take the default start and turn it on its head. Normally in Prison Architect, you have money. Today, we won't have money. I thought this would make for an interesting role-playing experience. But for a small investment of $0, you too can correct adult behavior. The goal today will be to build a large prison. Immense. To help make more money, we'll take this lady for our warden. She literally sells contraband. Innovative. Begin day one in the prison, and we have $35. We do have positive cash flow because of this government grant. The dream of pulling oneself up by the bootstraps by volunteering to run a prison for nothing. Our goal. Expand. We can't really do anything on the first day. We have too many workmen. And in fact, if we were to really start with nothing, we need to fire some of these workers. We will have to start with, yes, one man. That brings our cash flow up for the day. But I still don't really feel like that this fits the spirit of starting with nothing. Let's fire him too, and we won't take anyone. No prisoners. Now we're earning $1,400 a day for doing literally nothing. Passive income. Government exploit. Now we'll just take time and speed it up until we have something. Well, it's been 25 days. In real life, it's been about an hour. There is my audio recording software to prove it. And we finally have money. Apparently it's now winter, and I think we've exploited this government grant enough to get started. I still don't really know why we pay $600 a day, but we're going to need to rehire our staff, so let's start from the beginning again and hire a single workman. What is your name? Paul. Now, the last time that I played Prison Architect, you didn't need to use prisoners, so let's just make a lot of money first. Instead of Prison Architect, we'll just play Architect. In the true spirit of nothing, we'll make energy from nothing. By accepting this grant, we will eat only kale, hire a warden, and force this poor man to do all of the work. We'll hire more workmen because I value my time. Suddenly, we now have an accountant. Now we'll spend all kinds of money that we don't have to make more money faster. Now, we're beginning to accumulate quite a lot of power, and the more we get, the more money we make. Tell you what, let's take the eco-friendly grant. Now we just keep doing nothing for 110 more hours. We connect our power export meter to our transformer. Now suddenly we can afford more wind turbines and solar panels, and we'll hire an accountant. This is turning into something else. Now, since our staff sits there all day and does nothing, we're just going to do a massive pay cut. So now we spend only $90 a day, and since we won't be building much anymore, we can just fire most of our building staff. Somehow we now have other income of $500 a day. Now our batteries are charging faster. Now we've doubled the power export. I think there's no limit to this. You can actually just make exponentially more money every day by continuing to add to your power grid. I will now focus exclusively on solar panels and firing my important staff members. Alright, now we just wait another hour. Now we're up to $2,000 a day. Well, we've now spent 50 days making green power. Our cash flow is $3,175 a day. It rises by more each day. In theory, you could just keep going on like this. Power generation is simple, repetitive, and boring, yet lucrative. This is almost like the opposite of Bitcoin mining. Or maybe this is being used to power Bitcoin mining. Nonetheless, technology will lead the way. I'm trying to decide how far I would go to prove a point. This is all to say, you don't need any prisoners in Prison Architect to make money. You don't even need farmers, as some people have done. All you really need is one guy. But what's the point of making all of this money if there's nowhere to spend it? Primarily, we'll still be a power plant, but let's create some sort of secondary internship. On the side, yes, an internship. So as we continue to deliver all of this giant mistake, we're going to try to do pretty much everything except for take in prisoners. You know, I didn't start out with anything. The world exploited me, so I might as well exploit the world. You know what? I am stupid enough to try this. How profitable a power plant can we create? And then we'll just build the prison around that. In an auxiliary way. So far every day, the energy production keeps ticking up. We just need to keep diversifying between our two grids. We also pay our accountant $20 a day, and our workmen $10. Unfortunately, corporation taxes are the main thing standing between us and riches. Now we're going to make a business investment and buy bank loans. In 12 hours, we'll be generating much, much more power. Now we'll just keep borrowing increasingly larger sums of money. Look, we started at $0 valuation. Now, in only 65 days, our prison is worth $90,000, all off of a $2,000 a day government grant. Right now I own 100% of the prison, but I can sell shares of it, or we can get a large bank loan. We have 1.0 credit rating, whatever that really means. That's not a real credit score, but we'll need to pay it off if we want to keep borrowing more money. So let's do this so we can get more solar panels. We will get 500, increase that to... Let's get the maximum loan of $2,500, interest of $125 a day. Loan approval is laughably easy in this world, and everyone just accepts low wages. It's like 2008 all over again. And already our credit rating has gone up and it's steadily rising. Now we can increase that loan to pave the way for more power production. And look, my credit rating is going way, way up. I'm sure I can afford all of this, don't worry. Now I'm paying $500 a day on a loan of $10,000. In one day, we have raised our credit rating from 1 to 3.4. We're going to keep on increasing our loan because it's going up at just a breathtaking rate now. This is just cheap cash to continue expanding. It's like magic. It's almost too good to be true. You borrow money to make more money, and it's just a positive feedback loop. We can also dismantle these trees to sell the logs, and yet make more money. Now, each one of these logs is worth $85. We just keep on selling logs. Just listen to the worker. Listen to how happy he is. Hear that? He's getting so much pleasure out of this. You know, we can borrow up to $250,000. I say do it. This should be plenty for this one man to work on. We've currently got a negative cash flow, but we now have $232,000 to spend. All we need is the sun to not go out between today and tomorrow, though this is a little bit nerve-wracking, I won't lie. This gentleman is delivering $250,000. Be very careful with those solar panels, please. Nothing to see here, just keep working. And then just buy 1 billion more wind turbines. Yep, just like that. We have reached the power cap of 128 windmills. So maybe it's not infinitely scalable, but let's, oh Jesus. I think we've hit the ceiling. This could be problematic, and we could wind ourselves into vast amounts of debt from here. Let's remove some of this loan. Oh Jesus. It looks like we're going to have to move completely over to hybrid. Don't worry, I'm just getting it started with my financial magic. Now we're just going to, yes, we'll take out more loan. You'll see why in 1 second. Because now we're going to research tax relief and then offshore tax havens. We'll just increase that loan a little bit more. Good, do that research, however you're doing it. Which is just nervously pacing about a room with a clipboard. The good news is that the amount of money we're making from generating power is now almost enough to pay for our astronomical loans that will help this prison with tax evasion. And finally, the daily cash flow is back in the green. All it took was one really windy, sunny day to get us back in power. Now we'll research offshore tax haven. This saves us 30% on taxes. Never mind, our prison is not a negative net worth institution. Well, the world is a cruel place. Still, I will push the bound, even if I have to make money in non-standard ways. Deforestation profit would also be nice. And look at that, we're back in the green. It's time to plant, because these trees can be used not for the sake of growing trees, but for the sake of destroying them and using them for lumber later on. Every time we plant, we're doubling our money. Just think about that. Beautiful, right? So we'll just make a small investment of about $12,000 worth of trees. We'll need to hire this gardener. There you go. Great job. Amazing. You have thousands more to install. We pay you $5 a day. You go on break. Okay, you know, stay on break. He's pissed off. Damn it. Why did I hire you in the first place? He planted only 3 trees. All right, we'll take the grant for staff quality of life. The staff are becoming unhappy. They will go on strike if they don't get a 50% pay rise. Okay, I have 5 hours before literally this one man goes on strike. Oh god, which one do I want? The trees or one man going on strike? I'll show you. Okay, I was gonna give him a break room. Why did you take the job? You know, I think I'm okay with this, though. I think I won this. We're going to give him a pay rise. This cost me about $300 a day. Unfortunately, I have to do it for the whole staff. But look, he's still on break. He lied. I'm gonna sack him. Hire a new gardener, and then decrease his wages gradually so that he doesn't notice. Work harder, Antonio. He loves his job. Unfortunately, I've just realized that the loan will never be paid off if we pay it off. It doesn't work like real-life war loans. So we're just going to take all of the most expensive grants, which will be paid halfway for. That's good. And then use that to get our way out of this loan. Oh, amazing. Yep. Reoffending rate of the prisoners is definitely below 30%. Our staff retention rate is also below 30%. What is Antonio's life like? Staff is unhappy again? Ah, damn it. Okay, I'll pay them full wages. Damn, they've already begun delivering protest fires. Well, at least that will feed my trees. For one guy going on strike. One man going on strike. The worker is delivering his own protest fires. Someone put these out. Get rid of these. Maybe sell them. Now we just lied about grants, in order to pay off loans. We're actually using, in reality, we're running a shady, fraudulent power plant with one pissed off gardener. He keeps planting trees in my massive scam. It's like one massive, environmentally friendly tax evasion scam. Now we're just going to attempt to placate this extremely angry gardener. I'm going to pay him less in the end. I will win this one. But if we give him TV and a couch, he'll be distracted enough that he won't care. Construction workers never seem to riot. I don't know why this garden is so pissy. In the meantime, we'll take our administrators and fire all of them because we just don't need them. Ah, the first of many trees. We can start to disassemble this now. And don't forget, we paid about $100 for this. Of course, we had to pay the workers' wages, but altogether the tree is worth $255. And there it is, we'll sell it. So 2.5 times the investment. Our gardener in the break room is still pissed off. Who knows why. But now if we just sell more logs, cut down more trees, and pay down our debt. Look, our gardener now has made so much progress, now getting pissed only once every 5 to 10 minutes. He, does half the work on planting a tree, and then he goes back into the staff room, and he just moves around angrily. I think it's because the floor is dirty, but I just don't like him. Well, it's day 96, and we've managed to get out of an amount of debt that would make your car loan servicer look like a saint. And this probably fraudulent, but well-meaning, eco-friendly power plant, and we've made it to day 100. Now this prison pays 1% corporate tax. We'll just fire the whole staff. It's just gonna be an accountant that works here. The gardener and the worker don't do anything anyway, it's fine. Literally, just an accountant in an office. Well, now we're officially out of debt, and we will begin the pay cuts again, because there's only one person on the staff, and that person is just reporting to us how much money we're making. We have 1% corporate tax, so we pay $100. $100 of corporate tax a day on $10,000 worth of earnings. Administrator wages of $20. Yes, we pay our accountant $20 a day. And that's it. We nearly made it to $10,000 a day, but now we can just walk away from the computer and let the value of this prison go up by $10,000 a day for just being there. No maintenance, nothing can go wrong. It's like McSpankies.